Jai Shri Ram. Text completion practice. In the current economic climate, it has become dash to posit. Please underline. Posit means to assume, or it can also mean propose as an explanation, propose a hypothesis. In the current economic climate, it has become dash to posit that savvy job seekers, savvy means well informed, ought to means should. Actually, ought is used when there is a moral obligation. Obligation itself means moral duty. You ought to respect the national flag. You ought to respect your parents. So, it has become dash to posit that savvy job seekers ought to establish at least a year's worth of experience at any given position so as to demonstrate their dash to future employers. Easy, very easy. Indeed, those who make this suggestion often quote each other in the media in what essentially amount to congratulatory self-serving articles. Okay. Yet, so there is a twist now. Yet is a keyword. There is a contrast. Yet these so-called dash often betray. Betray means reveal unwittingly. Now betray, one meaning you already know. Backstabbing, perfidy, treachery, P-E-R-F-I-D-Y, treachery, backstabbing. So that's one meaning. But the uncommon meaning of betray, anukokunda expose chedamu. Unwittingly reveal. Unwittingly means unintentionally. So you never wanted to, talk about something, but suddenly, in a fit of emotion, you revealed what you wanted to conceal. That is called betraying. Betraying means unwittingly reveal, unintentionally expose oneself. Yet these so-called dash often betray, that means reveal, their lack of expertise. That means they don't have expertise. They're pretending to be experts, but by doing whatever they did, they are now betraying their lack of expertise by then suggesting the omission of jobs that do last less than 1 year from a job seeker's resume. Okay, let's read that again. Yet these so-called dash often betray their lack of expertise by then suggesting the omission of jobs that do last less than 1 year from a job seeker's resume. Okay, resume. So they are resume. Remember, the pronunciation is resume because English is a stupid language. They have no rule, no rhyme or reason why it is resume, not resume. Of course, the word resume has a different meaning. We will resume the class. Okay, we will start after a break. But resume is your CV. Okay. So that's all right. I think it's a simple one. It doesn't look like a difficult one. I'll just go through the words. Vital means important. Problematic means problematic or doubtful. Blank to steadfast means very loyal. Perversity. Perverse means perverse, kinky, kooky, working against the expectation, producing the exact opposite effect, cobra effect. Okay, vigor, energy. Dilettante, a person with only superficial knowledge. A synonym is dabbler, D-A-B-B-L-E-R. The opposite is a connoisseur or a connoisseur. Pronunciations vary. Maven, M-A-V-E-N, a discerning judge. An art connoisseur, whiskey connoisseur, coffee connoisseur, tea connoisseur, art connoisseur. All kinds of connoisseurs are there. Basically, a connoisseur means a critic, a discerning judge who is so knowledgeable that he can notice the nuances. N-U-A-N-C, nuance means a fine difference. Pandit means a scholar. Stalwart means one who is physically strong or who has lot of clout. C-L-O-U-T, which means political influence. Now please pause because I'm going to also pause and think about the answer. Pause now and work on it. Okay, that's a good one. But actually easy. First one, I think it has become vital to pose it. Okay. It has become vital. That's easy. Second blank, they have to demonstrate their steadfastness because they must be able to tell the employer, listen, if you give me a job, I'll work for you. I'll not run away after 2 months or something. But then, yet these so-called dash, they are so-called, but they are actually not so. So the third blank should be Pandit. They are so-called Pandits. That means they are not Pandits. These people are being called by Pandits. The people are being called scholars, but they are not scholars. They are not erudite because they actually reveal their lack of expertise. So that was an easy one actually. Okay, next one please. That the student's progress report highlighted his dash nature failed to draw much ire. Ire means anger from his parents. Despite his habitual lateness, his grade point average was dash. Despite indicates a contrast. Okay. Dilatory, taking too much time. Lackadaisical, lazy. Irreverent, not showing any respect. Middling, average. Exemplary, worthy of emulation. A great role model like our Prime Minister. Exemplary means an excellent example who can be emulated. EMULATE. Emulate means to follow in the footsteps. Emulate means imitate. Okay, emulate is a word that applies only to humans because we can see, judge and understand and then accept that person as a role model. I'm telling you this because there was a question earlier in which animal behavior was being discussed and the word emulate and imitate were there. So you should choose imitate and not emulate because animals cannot reason out like we do. The last one, profound, means very deep. Profundity is the noun. Profundity. Profundity means great depth. Profound is the adjective, which means very deep. Okay, please pause now and work. I will also work. So habitual lateness is the clue. That means dilatory. He takes too much time and his grade point average was good. So exemplary fits. That's it. Easy one again. Next one. The dash of dissociative disorder sections in commonly used general psychiatric screening instruments, instrument means a questionnaire, a lot of questions will be there, has led to the dash of dissociative disorders in large scale epidemiological studies about epidemics for many decades. Okay. Although, now be ready, there is a contrast. Although studies using specific instruments have begun to correct this lack, the inclusion of testing for dissociative disorders in future general psychiatric screening studies is dash. For prevention of false negative diagnosis in future research that's how it should be read, for prevention of false negative diagnosis in future research will facilitate better differential diagnosis between dissociative and other psychiatric disorders and will also help to gather detailed information. Okay, so it's a lengthy one. It will force you to think. You have to intone, inflect, raise the pitch and try to translate into your mother tongue. Get a grip on it. Get a purchase. Purchase ante pattu. Grip. Purchase means grip. Purchase also means support. If an idea is gaining purchase, that means it's getting support. Purchase means grip. Okay. Blank one. Dearth, extreme shortage. Paucity, exiguous. Confounding, confusing. Blank 2, acquittal, freed in a court case. Blank 3, debatable, fundamental. Incongruous, not matching, odd, sticking out, not fitting in. Okay, please pause and start working. Again, an easy one actually, though it is looking big and all that. The answer is direct. I don't even want to waste time discussing this. The dearth of dissociative disorder sections, I will leave. So there is an extreme shortage, has led to an omission of this study. It has led to an omission and now it must be included, therefore it is fundamental, it is crucial. So the other two words don't make any sense at all. So he did not even create any difficulty when constructing this. This is not ETS, that's why it is substandard. Jai Shri Ram.